Hi, my name is Rachel Masters. I'm a digital cinematography student at Full Sail University, and I have interviewed a fellow student and classmate, Dennis Tague, for Art in the Industry. I think that the visual arts influence society's decisions and how we act. Visual arts, as you know, has become more focused on the visual mediums of television, film, and internet videos, especially within the past 20 years. Many countries make films based on real life, whereas America tends to make things more based on fiction or dramatized history. For this reason, a lot of foreign countries used to think we all surfed or were cowboys. This has changed because of the internet, but it proves how people's perceptions can be changed by what they see. Visual media is shaping our history and society for better or worse. As an aspiring filmmaker, I will have the power to shape perception. It is a privilege and a burden, and not something that should be taken lightly. I found it interesting that you made a point about how Americans are perceived by other cultures. I happen to watch Korean dramas, and the portrayal of the American characters, particularly in TV show Heirs, shows us all to be partying college students, happy and go lucky, which is often how we portray ourselves in our own television. The power to shape perception is a tool that should be used carefully, considering that most of the population is not like that. I believe that the media technologies, specifically the internet and video sharing websites like YouTube, have caused a massive flood of visual entertainment and information to be accessible. This is good for many reasons, the main reason being knowledge. Knowledge is power, and the more you know, the more opportunities you will have in life. The bad side is the oversaturation of the market. Oversaturation of the market seems like a problem for anyone wanting to enter the industry, but it can be overcome with embracing the differences about your product or your content and standing above the other competitors. Because, like you said, Dennis, there is a draw to visual media that cannot be ignored, and in turn, it helps more meaningful entertainment. The reason that YouTube is flooded with content is because of high demand and the miracle of the internet, where everyone can produce content and the audience decides. This will push producers into creating better content to rise above the industry standards, and this competition in the market will hopefully lead to higher quality entertainment. I'm not sure that stereotype is specifically imagery, but I believe that it does reflect itself in television and film, but it is typically exaggerated in TV. Women are typically portrayed as quirky and dumber than men, or smarter and superior to men, or just sex objects. Men are typically portrayed as goofy, have no idea what they are talking about, or like frat brothers. These stereotypes even involve race. Black people are typically told to act more black, which is usually stated in a less racist manner, such as give more energy or be eccentric. It is sad that we continue to allow these things and many other stereotypes to permeate our media. I see what you were saying, Dennis. Stereotypes get old really fast, particularly with sitcoms, and it would be fair to expect that it would have changed by now. But Hollywood and the media have a hard time creating well rounded characters without labeling. It can stem from a human inherent need to put something in a box. Now, to be fair, stereotypes are mostly exploited for comedy, but many writers have tried to go against stereotypes, and these characters that they have created now become stereotypes themselves, especially with tough female characters. My favorite visual artist in my industry would have to be Kevin Smith, who made Clerks. I believe that Kevin Smith has been more of a role model to me as a filmmaker than any other person. He has much scrutiny for the films he has made, but he is not mainstream at all. He comes up with brilliant ideas that have never been done before, and many people may not like, and he does them. He doesn't let the Hollywood machine influence his ideas, and he is a big proponent of the theory that the writer is the most important person, and their work should be respected and unchanged. I think that famous artwork can and has had a big influence on my creative process. To see the great Renaissance men all the way back to Egypt is absolutely fascinating. Also, their attention to detail has been an inspiration to me to focus on making my work detailed so that it can be something beautiful as well. I think it is great that the old master painters influence your filmmaking. Many filmmakers have been inspired by detail and most notably the use of light from painters like Rembrandt. The art in film is so much richer when these techniques are applied to cinematography. Akira Kurosawa's storyboards are worth noting due to how artistically he painted the frames.